Alright guys, so I can't believe he did it. Dmitri Shtok designed what I'm going to describe as a perfect dark side Revan hilt. So, for any of you familiar with Revan hilts, you'll know that Vader's vault holds the trophy for the slimmest outside diameter Revan. Well, my personal opinion, they don't hold the title anymore for multiple reasons. This has the slim diameter. Oh my god, just where to start. Okay, we'll just go with measurements. So it's at about 10.5 inches from emitter to pommel. Notice there's no beefy 16mm switch. No offense to anyone. I'm so sick of those though. A nice tactile feedback. And you'll notice there's no sound venting. There's none. You can't see it. You know, this puzzled me. Whenever I was looking at the pictures, eagerly waiting for this hilt to arrive, I kept wondering. I was like, where the hell is the sound venting? I was like, well, it kind of looks dark right there. Maybe there's sound venting under there. I was like, how the hell did they machine that? No, not at all. What they did was make the diameter slightly bigger inside here. And they machined grooves all around right below the threading. And if you pay really close attention, you can actually see a slight ring around that. Very similar to the, in case any of y'all have had it, the new 89 Sabres DV6 V2 or Corbanth DV6 V2. It has the same type deal. I believe it does have a small ring around it, but also more venting under the Kobold, which helps overall. So it unscrews here, for starters. For seconds, it unscrews here, still normal. There's a freaking crystal chamber. And let's not stop there. So it has the slim diameter. Let's just go ahead and confirm the diameter. Let's do inches, zero it out. The grip, less than 1.25 inches. Make sure we're still on zero, close enough. Other grip section, barely over 1.25 inches. This is probably the well underneath. Yeah, 1.21 inches. I think the biggest part will probably be the flange. And that's sitting at barely over 1.5 inches. But yeah, you can see it's a little bit of history for you with me. The first Vader's Vault I ever had was a Revan Elite. I loved it. It was so cool. I did end up selling it because, you know, things happen. You gotta sell it. But this is one of them. Ooh, it's like, oh, the feel of it. Sorry, I'm like a giddy little schoolgirl over here. And plus, it's real freaking copper, too. Real copper. So, okay, let me start from the beginning. If you buy one of these, you will not receive the blade plug that I have in there or the stand. Pretty sure those can be purchased extra. What you will receive is, I'm done with all this. You'll receive all the hilt, not the speaker, 2 Allen keys. The crystal chamber, of course, is an additional purchase. I knew that this was going to be one of the holy grails of Revans, so I went ahead and opted for the crystal chamber too. And I gotta tell you, it is worth that. But now what I really want to show you, what I truly lost my shit over. The first time I tried to put a 28mm speaker in this, yes, slimness of Vader's vault, and a 28mm speaker. I tried to put it in this way. I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't fit, whatever. But then I noticed there is a lip on the inside. You'll see the lip, either in person or on here. Lighting's kind of being a pain. Well, look, go from the top. Fits right down in there. Let's see if I can hold it in place with a pen. That, my friends, is a freaking 28mm speaker inside an 1.5" diameter hilt. Like, I'm just completely stunned. The other venting I've seen for a Revan hilt has been really nice. The first ones that done it really nice was Vader's vault. They had little holes around here. Sound venting was great. The second one was, don't quote me on this, but the second one that I had owned was a Warsabers. And he done one, how did he do his venting? He did it very discreetly. It was really nice. But this one, though, oh my god. Completely lost my shit, by the way. So, the assembly of the upper emitter, or all this section, is just spectacular. I'm done with this. So you have 2 Allen wrenches that it comes with. So the crystal chamber, you'll see there's some pink foam in there. Some pink foam, that's to hold the 2 inserts in place. So, undo this set screw, take the blade plug out. This blade plug is fantastic. I cannot wait to see it illuminated. So the top flange comes off. And for the copper to come out, you have to actually undo this set screw here. That is genuine copper, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to keep those over there. So, let's see if I can move this lamp around so you guys can get a little better light. There we go. So you can see the actual LED holder in there. That is also the switch holder. It also has mounts on the bottom with 2 screws. I just got to show you. This is the most impressive setup I've ever seen. So the crystal chamber has to be taken off first, actually. So these 4 screws here, those are for mounting a chassis. Those 4 on the outside that just come right off. So 4 screws for chassis retention. These 4 little holes here, I just discussed with Dimitri, they're for shine through. So you can put a little ring of LEDs on there like NeoPixels and have it do some nice cycle on effects or something. But to remove the crystal chamber, it's these 4 set screws on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Doing kind of a review and assembly video all in one here, just because I'm so pleased with the engineering behind this. Just comes right out. Here we have our crystal chamber. Really well made. I can see why it ran $150 now, and I'm so glad it didn't skimp out. Got a couple of holes on the fins for additional rods as well. You can even put an LED up here and down there. I'm honestly torn. I'm not sure if I want to do a dual crystal with them touching tips, or if I want to do my Noah Drew marble. Marble is really expensive. They're also really good. So the only way, or how you undo these, is these 4 socket head screws on the inside, and then it just slides all apart. I'm not going to go into detail on that. Leave that up to you guys. What I want to focus on is this hilt. So, you see those 2 socket heads there? That's what hold the LED holder in place. I think while I have this apart, I might go ahead and throw another layer of tape on those switches. So I just kind of hold it in place with my finger, undo the socket screws. Because I can see it from my perspective, but the switch plungers, they stick out just a hair too much. They get really good feedback. So, oh, there it goes. I was hoping to keep those plungers in there. Well, I'm going to take them both out. So you got these 2 little brass plungers in there for the switches. And what I did was I used some 3M transparent tape, not the ultra thin stuff, but the transparent. I've done about 3 layers of it on this because I tried to use some of the thick 3M heavy duty tape, and it was too thick. It wasn't actuating anything. And you got to dial it in just perfectly. I think 4 layers should do it. And yeah, it's a freaking wonderful setup. You can see you got the 2 holes for your screws, and you got 2 holes for your switch wires. Like, God. Then this even unthreads for either your LED or your NeoPixel PCB. I gotta tell you, I cannot wait for him to make a chassis for this thing. Like, this is just amazing. Like, this is quality engineering. It's the first hilt that I've got from Shtok. I think he's only done 2 hilts, maybe. I know there was a Chiadi Mundi, and there's this one. So he designed it. I believe him and Warsabers are distributing it. I'm not going to put that back on yet. Got screws over there. And yeah, assembly is essentially just the opposite. I really wanted to just make this video to give you guys an idea of what to expect and how impressed I am. Like, from top to bottom, this was very well engineered. I will say that putting this copper bit back on, you want to be careful, because that set screw for your blade retention goes through the upper emitter and the copper in order to get through. So you want to make sure you have that lined up just right. You know, if it's a little off, even just by a small amount like that, you want to put a little effort behind it. Maybe use a strap wrench. You know, that's what I had to do my first time, because, you know, I didn't want to, you know, stick my Allen wrench in there and try to move it and jank up the threads a little bit. So that looks about right to me. Oh man, this hilt is just amazing. But anyways, I can't get over that freaking 28 millimeter. I cannot believe he made that fit with this slim diameter. And it's not like a press fit neither. It just slides right in, you know? Oh well, you seen it earlier. It's not cooperating with me now. But yeah, he will of course be making a chassis for this, which, if anybody knows Dimitri's work, it'll be quite intricate. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. and it helps anybody that needs it. And until the next time, may the Force be with you always.